Hello, my name is Buddy Morales, and today I'm presenting my emerging technology case study on an application called Doceri. Now, this app, I believe, is a very vital resource for the classroom and for any teacher, and is a really cool way to present meaningful information. What is Doceri? Well, Doceri is a way to control your computer desktop from your iPad. Wow, what else can it do? You can control presentations, annotate over any content displayed, save those annotations, and replay them for an audience. It frees you from being tethered to your computer or whiteboard. Here's a little video to kind of explain further the possibilities and capabilities of Doceri.
Welcome to Doceri, your new favorite tool for creating, sharing, and presenting hand-drawn and handwritten graphics and presentations on your iPad. With Doceri, your iPad becomes a palette for your imagination. Create your Doceri project as a single graphic, an animation, or full presentation using our full array of drawing tools, backgrounds, and templates, and even add a photo from your camera roll. Once your Doceri project is just the way you want it, record an audio voiceover and share your screencast to YouTube, Facebook, send it in a private email, or save it to your camera roll to use in many other applications. You can even use Doceri to connect to your computer so you can access all your files and programs from your iPad. And when your computer is connected to a projector, you can present your Doceri project to a live audience using Doceri's presentation tools. What will you do with Doceri?
Pretty cool, right? Well, again, Doceri is a twofold program that allows your iPad and your computer to talk to each other. It allows you to see on your iPad whatever it is on your computer that you're presenting or teaching to the class. This means if you pull up a Word document or a PDF or a PowerPoint or Prezi presentation on your computer, you can see it on your iPad and annotate on it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to annotate this word cluster. Right now I am casting through Doceri, and I'm casting my PowerPoint here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to my next slide, and because I'm casting through Doceri, you can't see my toolbar at the top. So what I did was I took a screenshot of that toolbar, and these are the tools that are available to me. Now I'm going to go ahead and circle them so you can see them. These are the tools that are available to me. Now I'm going to go back to that previous slide, and you're going to see I'm going to annotate this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the draw button, and the draw button is this icon. Right here, and that's going to allow me to annotate on the previous slide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to circle the three main words that kind of pop and get your attention on this word cluster. We have Doceri, great, and app. How fitting. I can also choose an arrow, and I can choose a color as well. And you can't see this, but I'll show you a slide that kind of shows you the tools. Right now I'm just showing you the annotation capabilities. So I have an arrow, and I can point to the words and annotate directly onto the PowerPoint slide. Now I can also wipe it clean like it never happened, or I can use an eraser and erase my markings, but I'll just wipe it clean. Okay, so right here we have our draw icon. We have our background patterns. We can choose a background. We could scroll through that as well too and choose a background. We have our image icon, so we can choose an image from our camera roll that we have saved on our iPad. So that's pretty cool. You have your undo icon. It's up there. And your wipe all strokes or undo all strokes. So I'm just showing you the basic tools that you can use here. Now Doceri has 3 modes of interacting with your computer. Control mode, which is the default mode when you open Doceri. Draw mode, pointer mode. These let you annotate over the content on your computer and point at parts of your screen. Now, later on in the presentation, I will show you one of my creations that I use for my special ed class when we're working on telling time to the hour, to the half hour, and to the minute. Now you can create custom backgrounds depending on what subject you teach. You can customize it, create your own, or you can import an existing document from your computer. For example, here's an existing math worksheet, and this is an example that I found. This is a math teacher who has annotated onto his worksheet, and you can see that toolbar above here. You see his tools, and you can also see, kind of looks like a video player. Well, those are for each stroke that he makes, and he can run through, or any teacher can run through each stroke step by step, depending on the pace of the presentation. And if he needs to go back to a certain step, he can find that on his timeline here for a student and replay it for him if he didn't understand the particular problem. Now this is a pretty robust program with robust drawing tools that I've ever seen, and it's made even more powerful with this timeline feature that it has. This timeline feature is awesome for that particular reason, and going back for students who need further explanation. It's unlike any other annotation package that I've seen out there. It's pretty cool. That's one of the reasons why I chose it for this particular case study. It also comes with a suite of geometric tools, colorful and pattern backgrounds that you can choose from, including graph paper. You can customize your templates, maps, manuscripts, the ability to insert images, and for the adventurous, the ability to record your presentation, which I'm doing right now, and to export it straight to YouTube or to Google Plus, which I will do when my presentation is over. But this is one of the emerging technologies that I feel is kind of going to impact the classroom. It's already impacting my classroom. My district uses it. I work for Chaffee Joint Unified School District, and it is on our desktop. They gave all our teachers in our district iPads to utilize in the classroom with this particular technology. So this is a vital resource for me and my colleagues in the district. And here are some projects that I've been working on with my students. But I want to reiterate that this technology, the possibilities of what this technology can do for a teacher is amazing. Again, I rely heavily on it. It's a good resource for me. Not only does this provide differentiated instruction for my special education students, but it gives me the power to provide students with face-to-face instruction. I can walk over to that student when that student's in his desk and he needs, further assistance. I can walk over there with my iPad. I can check for understanding with him, and then I can also look and show him on the screen on my iPad. I can annotate so he could see it on a large scale on the screen, not necessarily on the iPad. But again, it's a great resource. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you one of my annotated projects, actually a project that I created directly out of Doceri. Okay, so here is a template of kind of a template I use for my students to help them with telling time. And I'm going to take you through kind of like a time lapse of each step that I took when creating this. This was I'm new to Doceri, but with all technology, you kind of learn as you go, right? So I'm going to take you through the little time lapse. It's pretty cool. I have it on rabbit speed, so it should go by pretty fast. Check it out. So you notice I'm putting all the minute marks. So I have to readjust the hour as I'm working through. Just to get the spacing right. But this template I have saved on my file. And it's just, again, a visual for my special ed students. It's color coded, and now we can use it. So, when we're working through telling time through the hour, I use the arrow tool, and I can color code it. So my hour is going to be a red arrow. So we'll just go with the basic one, right? And then I'll change the color to blue, and that's my minute hand. We'll just make it 3 o'clock, and then I have my students come up, and they're able to write the time and the correct color, and that's it. And now I can wipe those strokes like they never happened, and we can start again. So that's the power of Doceri, again, an emerging technology with this app. I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and hopefully you garnered some valuable information from my presentation, and thank you very much for listening.